All right, good good win for our guys. Yeah, good win for our guys. 29 assists is terrific. Terrific job sharing the ball. A lot of takeaways, a lot of stuff to continue to get better with. But proud of our pace. 29 assists, great. We've got to figure out how to play offensively and a little more structure when we don't have transition. We've got to rebound the ball a lot better. We've got to defend longer for longer than 25 minutes of the game. So those are the takeaways to get better at. But a lot of good things. Questions?
Coach, I guess I'll just start off. In 12 minutes, Fabian 11 points, 5 boards, 4 steals, 2 assists. Just talk about the game he had and what you think he could even still do better.
He's got to finish a little bit better. He had two that were right there. He's got to be able to finish that over that size, right? But he's got a little bit of a European way of finishing. We've just got to work. We got to spend some time working with him on that. And I thought his ball screen coverage was pretty good. He's very much a work in progress, as you can see. But obviously, tremendous size, great hands, really good touch.
Chris, how important was it just to have a win like this just for the players' confidence levels?
Yeah, it's a good question. I do think they gained confidence from the other night in terms of how we played. That's the most important thing right now is how are you playing. So if we'd have played poorly in the other night, I think that would. But they played well. We weren't able to finish the game. So I think that gave them some confidence. And then you're right, coming in here and now feeling a win is a good thing.
And then NJ not in the starting lineup. What kind of went in the decision to go with Fabian over NJ?
Yeah, I think we've moved the starting lineups around quite a bit here in the early part of the year, and a lot goes into that. Sometimes he's been a little bit banged up with a wrist issue, and in all those cases, you're taking into all those things. So injuries, practice, how did they practice? What was their effort in practice? What's been their focus? In some cases, it might just be one guy playing a little bit better. So I'm not going to get into specifics, but those are all the things you go into. I've said the starting lineup will be fluid all year, and I think it will be.
Chris, Jeremy missed tonight. What's his status going forward, and what do you see from him?
Yeah, I don't really know. I don't think he doesn't have any significant injury that I'm aware of. I think this was more like a neck issue, but there's nothing significant that I've been told in terms of an injury for Jeremy. I would expect he would be healthy and ready to go. So,
Coach, obviously you did talk about some of that defense in the middle of a second half and some of the lapses there. Just what do you say to the team and some of the timeouts to kind of like keep them engaged when you got such a high margin of victory as this one?
Yeah, you're just really challenging to play to a certain standard. It's been the issue for every. You're coaching young people, so they do play the score. They do play the scoreboard, and the challenge is the same effort that went into getting the lead needs to be extended, and we do not have that down yet. We do not. We are not in a position. I would not say right now we have the maturity right now of a group to be able to do hard things regardless of the score. Hard things like defend and rebound and run the floor and do all those things. We just don't. So we've got to continue to get better at that.
What has stood out about Leighton Blocker's play these last 2 games?
I think Leighton throughout the season is just outside of shooting the ball, which I know he will do well. I just think he's really grown as a player. He's mature. He's played to win. What's that mean, Coach? What just means you're doing winning things and you're communicating in transition defense and you're blocking out and you're aware of scouting report details on guys and you're playing with effort and you're moving on to the next play. Sometimes Leighton would get emotional last year when things didn't go well. You're moving on to the next play. I think all those things go into it. He's shown maturity through these, 5 games and 2 exhibitions, and now he's got to continue to grow.
And then the other day you talked about young players getting better by playing. Just how important was it to have a game like this early in the season to kind of get those back end guys some meaningful minutes?
Yeah, I mean that's as I told the guys, the competition will be better on Sunday for sure. So I think to have a game like this where you could play some guys that maybe hadn't played as much was important. Come on, being one, just Ilya getting a little bit of an extended run. Those two guys, maybe not necessarily the young guys, but just guys that hadn't at the back end of the rotation played as much. So that was good.
Chris, there's a lot of three-guard lineups that you're throwing out there. Is there something in particular you're trying to find when CJ's off the floor and you're going a little bit smaller on the perimeter?
Yeah, no. I think we're looking for nothing specifically. It's just some of it is it's another opportunity for Cruz to play. So you have the opportunity to give him minutes, whereas he's not just pigeonholed as kind of like he might be the point guard, but you can put him out there. That's the thing we loved about Cruz when we recruited him is you could put him out there with RJ and Layden, and sometimes he can be your primary ball handler. So I think defensively, if we can match up with certain groups with that lineup, we'll do that. And obviously, BMAC plays the wing position as well. And I think KB could eventually play the wing position as well at times. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys.
CJ, what can you say about the offense tonight? 29 assists to 36 field goals. Seemed like you guys are really moving with pace, as Coach has talked about. What did you see from the offense overall?
I just think we did a good job playing together. Over these last couple games, we've been trying to play more together as a team, and I feel like we definitely accomplished that tonight.
RJ, after the week you guys had last week, how important was it to just have a game like this?
It was good just to get our confidence back, our trust, building trust with each other again. Just seeing a win feels good, so we can move on from that slate we had last week and just move on to next week and our other games. Just prepare us, have that confidence.
CJ, what was the mindset entering tonight's game?
Just be more hungry than the other team. We obviously let two go in our past two recent games, and Gardner-Webb was going to come in here hungry and wanted to beat us and want us to continue us on that streak. So the mindset was just come in, be more hungry, and attack them just like any other team with respect.
RJ, it looks like you were a lot more comfortable in the offense for majority of the night. Just talk about how you think your first few weeks at DePaul have gone and kind of what you've learned.
I feel like it's been a process. I'm just being patient. I know I haven't had like the best few games that I'm capable of, but I'm just relying on my teammates, trusting my coaches, trusting my work ethic, trusting God that it'll all come in place. So this was a good win today, and it's boosted up my confidence a little bit. So yeah.
And then for either of you guys, but I'll start with CJ first. CJ, you got a new guy to throw lobs to with Fabian. He had obviously 4 dunks tonight, just 12 minutes. What's it like playing out there with him, and how has he changed the team the last few games?
Fabi's he's such a big body, something that we've needed these past couple years here since I've been here at DePaul. So to just have somebody with that much dominance inside the paint, it relieves a lot of stress off of us guards and gives us another outlet once we drive and make paint reads. Appreciate you guys.